From CBS News, it's The Early Show. Live from Fifth Avenue in New York City.
You don't really get into the Christmas spirit without a Christmas tree. As Early Show contributor Taryn Winter-Brill tells us, finding the ideal tree can be a big project or just something you do in your spare time.
Christmas trees aren't just beautiful traditions, they're serious business. Each year, 13 million are cut and sold, making this a $1 billion industry. And with 9 days left until Christmas, there's still time to find the right tree to brighten up your holiday. Every year, the Sokolic family finds the holiday spirit together at this New Jersey farm.
What does it mean to you as a family to have this tradition to go out in the cold and get the tree?
It's important, I guess, brings us, we get out to, get up here together. We didn't get everybody this year, but it's a lot nicer instead of having a tree delivered or pick that for you. Makes the tree important,
It's a bonding experience.
Yeah, right, in the ambiance, and then getting it back, on top of the car, and that's part of it too, getting it back.
It's like the Christmas holiday spirit, and it's my favorite time of year, so.
And back at the house, it's a perfect fit.
Spot on, so high five.
All right.
Nicely done.
Nice.
All right.
Good.
Merry Christmas.
Good. And all teamwork.
Yeah,
guys?
absolutely.
Now, when time is in short supply, popular retailers like the Home Depot, the world leader in tree sales, offer a quick and economic alternative. You come here shopping every year?
Yes, we do.
Yeah, you come here for your tree.
Every year, yeah.
Every year.
Every year. Why do you come here specifically?
It's convenient. The prices are good, and
We live close.
we live close.
We live close.
We like the selection.
Reason enough. How long did it actually take you to pick the tree out?
It's cold out. I'm not taking. It only actually took me about 5 minutes.
But if you just can't find the time to stop and shop, the internet could save your Christmas. In general, the online tree shopping experience, how do you describe it?
It was very easy. You point and click, just like everything else, and it shows up the next day. Didn't have to haggle with prices or go out in the cold. And
in between shifts at the hospital, Phil Tennant ordered his tree at therocks.org, and an authentic New Hampshire Fraser fir showed up on his doorstep. What I find most interesting is this huge tree fit in this tiny box.
it does, and it was easy to put up. It kind of stayed in the box while I put the stand on and didn't make a mess in the apartment.
I think he's proud of you, Dad. You done good, as they say. But no matter how you find your special tree, it's the memories you create around it that really count.
Well, it's Christmas time. Well, if you still have not bought your tree, don't worry. Jason Cochran from walletpop.com has the facts on getting the right tree at the right price. Did I get that right? The walletpop.
Walletpop.com.
Very good. All right. Christmas tree prices this year are?
They're actually about what they were last year. Some good news, right?
Right.
So it's about $8 to $10 per foot Christmas tree. So about 6 feet, $48 to $60. Usually, that's most places. In the city, it can be a little bit more.
Yeah, in the city, on the sidewalks here, you can really get
20
hosed.
bucks a foot here.
You can get hosed if you don't know what you're doing. One of the things you absolutely have to remember if you're buying a tree from a lot is what? That saw.
Yeah, see, these things have usually arrived on a truck. They're drying out by the time you get them, and the sap in the trunk has started to cauterize. It can't drink.
Right.
So you've got to make sure the tree can drink if you want it to stay fresh. You want that great smell. So when you cut off about a ½ an inch of the trunk the minute you get it home.
Right.
And they'll do it there too. You can do it twice. It doesn't hurt.
Right.
And then keep it wet. Maybe a quart or a gallon of water every single day. This thing will drink.
Yeah, I tell you, we've had our tree up for almost 2 weeks now, and that thing is drinking like crazy. Yeah. You cannot water it enough.
Think.
Yeah. Now, if you're thinking, because you can still do this, there's plenty of time to do it, to go to a Christmas tree farm, how do you find the right
There's
farm?
a Christmas tree farm network, actually, and they have a website.
How cool is that?
Christmas-tree.com. You can search for one near you. I recommend going to one that's a little further out from the city. Again, they tend to be less expensive than the ones where people come out from the city.
Yeah.
You might find a really good deal far from the city. Near the city, it's really about the hot cocoa and having the fun with the kids, like that family we just saw had.
That is really a cool experience, though, because you wander around and you find the right one. In some Christmas tree farms, they give you the saw yourself that you can go out and really cut it down
make
yourself.
Sure it's straight. Otherwise, you'll have to cut it again if you get it crooked.
It takes some practice if you haven't done it before. Now, the other thing, we saw that in Taryn's piece, that you can actually get them delivered.
Sure, yeah, it's convenient.
How does that work?
Not necessarily the cheapest option in most cases.
Right.
Oh, I mean, the major retailers, smaller ones, I think Target, Costco, Home Depot, a lot of them will deliver for you. A lot of them have had their cut off earlier this week for this year.
Right.
So now it's the smaller guys that you might find at Christmas-tree.com that will deliver for you. But, you know, you're going to pay probably 2 or 3 times more than you would if you just picked it up yourself.
And speaking of which, trend every year is more and more people are buying artificial trees. What are you paying for artificial tree these days?
I think they start, for something my height, I'm about 6, it's about $150. And again, Home Depot sells both real and artificial trees. But, you know, you want it nicer, you want it fuller, you want it, you know, maybe with the lights embedded, prices go up from $150.
Yeah, significantly.
But, you know, it pays for itself in a year or 2.
Very, very much so. On the other hand, but you don't have the fragrance and all this tradition.
There
and
are ways around it, but they're chemical.
Here, the other thing, the big trend now is for people to buy trees that are living plants.
I love this idea, actually. You know, let's say it's your first Christmas together as a family or anniversary, or even actually any time at all. You just get a potted tree. That way it stays alive all during the season, and then the season's over, you plant it in the yard. You keep it. You remember that memory. And it's also better for the environment. You don't have to recycle it. You don't have to throw it away.
Good job. Jason Cochran, thank you very much.
Thanks a lot.
Still ahead, Paul